Hello, this is my term project for 15112, and it is my own implementation of Galaga. Like most other versions of Galaga, there's side scrolling, there's lasers. If you get hit, you lose a life, as you can see the top left corner. If you hit one of the enemies, if you can hit one of the enemies, you they die, and your hit ratio in the on the top right goes up, as you can see right now. Now, there's two interesting things, different things about this version of Galaga. First is the enemy's ability to evade shots, as you can see. How that works is if you fire at them, the enemy detects which side the shot is coming from, and they move to the other side. Though this is not perfect, so that the player can actually get some hits in. Second difference, in fact, is in the movement patterns of these enemies. It is very similar to a group of geese flying. There's one at the front and the rest behind. So it's basically a flock being led by a flock leader, as you can see. This movement system was implemented using a modified version of the Boyd's algorithm. In the normal Boyd's algorithm, there are three basic rules, and they decide the direction of each of the Boyds based on three components, which is the cohesion of the flock, the direction of the flock, and the spacing between the flock members. Now, to this Boyd's algorithm, I added a fourth component, which is the direction which will lead each of the flock members towards the flock leader. Combination of these two movement patterns produces some interesting movements, especially in larger groups. The larger groups occur as you go further into the game, as you just saw me load up level 6. Also, the further you go, the harder the game gets. Enemies become more numerous. The hit ratio is also tracked, so every time a new level is loaded, based on your hit ratio. If your hit ratio is a certain level, the enemies become smaller, they become harder to hit, like so. And even if your hit ratio is even higher up and higher than that, then when the level loads, they fire more often, and that's just plain harder to get. Now, the final level of the game is level 6, as you can see me load up here. This is currently a boss level. The boss is different from the normal enemies, as you can see. It is in fact shielded, as shown by the light blue color over here. And in fact, if you shoot him while he's shielded, as you just saw, he doesn't lose any lives, as shown in the top middle over there. The boss also fires bombs at you like that, and when the bombs explode, anything caught in the middle either loses a life or a shield if the boss is shielded and is caught within the blast radius. To defeat the boss, you need to get its shield down, and in order to get its shield down, you need to shoot it when it is loading up the bomb. That blows up the bomb, brings down the shield, and makes the boss vulnerable to fire, as you just saw. Now, the final thing about the bombs is that you can also shoot them when they are falling down, although that is extremely difficult, and doing so explodes normally, meaning that the blast radius itself can still damage you. So that is about it. Thank you, and have fun.